Hey, this is Beau coming at you from my new place. I just moved down to Florida from Pennsylvania and we're just getting settled into the new place. So my background and stuff might look a lot different than it used to. That's because I'm in a totally new place. So I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to start making content again. It's been a while because I've been very busy the past month just with the move and everything. But in this episode of my podcast, I wanted to talk about what I call the best business model or the perfect business model for creators. I started my first online business over 10 years ago, and I started out selling like low cost digital products. I started selling like ebooks for $3 and $97 courses and $37 audio programs and stuff like that. And I gradually worked my way up over the years to selling higher and higher priced things to the point where today I'm selling things for many thousands of dollars. And if I had to do things all over again, I would do things very differently. And I want to explain what I would do differently and why. First of all, it seems logical to think that when you're first starting out, you should start by selling lower cost things. Like maybe you have more confidence in selling something lower cost. It's easier for you. It's easier to create lower cost products often, and it's easier to sell them. And I think one of the biggest benefits of selling lower ticket digital products, the thing that it did for me was it just built my confidence. When I started to see those sales coming in, those Stripe notifications, I started making money in my sleep. Even though it wasn't a ton of money, it really boosted my confidence and it showed me like, oh, I can make money online. I can do this. And it was really life-changing in that way, just the confidence boost that it gave me. But if I had to start all over, I would probably do things very differently, because the downside of doing it that way and selling low-cost products is that it makes your journey much more difficult, because if you want to make a decent income selling low-cost products, you have to sell a lot of them. You have to sell hundreds or thousands of copies every single month to sustain that kind of business. And I did that successfully. I was selling like ebooks for $3 and I was selling thousands of them every month. So it did add up to quite a bit, and it was a nice business. It was a good business model because a lot of it was very passive, very automated. But I wouldn't typically recommend that for beginners. What I would recommend for most people is you have two products that you're selling in your business, at least until your business is very established. You only have two products. One of those products should be a high ticket product of some kind. High ticket can mean different things depending on your niche. But typically that means like a minimum of like $500 all the way up to $5,000, $10,000, and even higher. But you should have at least one premium price product in your business, because that's going to allow you to make a full-time income much more easily. You might only need like one or two clients a month to meet your income goals, at least like your baseline income, like what you need to survive every month and pay your bills and stuff. You can hit that goal with just one or two clients a month. Like if you're selling a $5,000 thing, a service of some kind, then you only need maybe one or two clients to pay all your bills every month. And then everything else on top of that is just icing on the cake, So that's what I would recommend, is like start out with a high ticket product or service. And I'm going to tell you in a bit why, like the right way to think about this, because in the beginning, yes, your high ticket product or service is going to be the thing that produces income for you. It's going to be your income generator. It's going to put cash in your pocket. But long term, your high ticket product is not designed for that purpose, and I'm going to explain why in a second. So the other product that I believe you should have besides a high ticket product is a recurring product of some kind, something that gives you recurring income, monthly income that is stable and predictable. This is super important because without this, you're basically starting at zero every month. You don't know how much money you're going to make month to month, and you don't have anything that's coming in on a predictable basis. That's the benefit of having a 9-to-5 job, is that you're going to get that paycheck every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, but it's very consistent. You can expect it, And so when you get into entrepreneurship, it can be very stressful and it can give you a lot of anxiety because you don't know, like you don't have that paycheck coming. You don't know how much you're going to make this week or this month. It's not predictable. And so you need to have some type of recurring income to give you that predictability. Even if it's just like a couple $1,000s a month that's coming in on a regular basis, that can really give you peace of mind. It can give your business a solid foundation. And ideally, you want your recurring income to cover all your costs and all your expenses. So you want to get to a point eventually where your recurring monthly income, the income that comes in every single month, no matter what, that income should meet all your expenses. It should cover all your expenses, both your business expenses and your personal expenses. Your rent, your bills, everything should be covered by your recurring monthly income. And there's different ways to create recurring income. There's subscriptions and membership sites. There's affiliate income, like you could promote softwares and other people's recurring programs, and you can make a monthly commission on that. And that's a very stable income. It's very passive. It's very long term. It's especially passive if you're selling like someone else's software, for example, because you don't have to build the software or deliver the product or whatever. It's like they're doing that and you're just promoting it and you're just taking a cut of that. So that's a very nice business model as well. But you should have at least something that you're promoting or selling that is giving you that recurring income. And those are the only two products you really need to have a very successful online business. You have the high ticket offer there to get you to that first like 10 to 20K a month and stabilize your business at that level. You have the recurring offer to give your business like long-term stability. And now I want to share with you like a more advanced way of thinking about this that can really change the game for you. So initially when people sell like higher ticket products, it's because they're trying to, make money for themselves. They're putting that money in their pocket. They're using that to cover their expenses and stuff. But I want you to think about this very differently because this can change the game for you. It's a real game changer, for real. So I want you to think of your high ticket product after 10K a month, let's say. Okay, so after you're making 10K a month with your high ticket product, anything beyond that, I want you to think of that money is not for you. That money is not your money. It's not money you put into your pocket. That money is for investing into your business. So anything above 10K a month, you should be reinvesting. Anything from that high ticket offer. Anything above 10K a month, you want to reinvest into the business, ideally into some form of advertising. And I want you to see your high ticket offer as not putting money in your pocket, but more so just giving you the ability to acquire leads and customers. Because if you think about it this way, like your high ticket offer is there to get you leads and customers. Your recurring service or product, the recurring monthly income, that is where your business really is. That's the core of your business. That's the paycheck, the regular paycheck. That's the money you put into your pocket. That's your paycheck as an entrepreneur. And also the recurring income makes your business much more sellable in the future. If you ever want to sell your business someday, you're going to have a very hard time selling your business to anyone if you don't have that recurring monthly income there. Recurring income increases the value of your business drastically. It's almost impossible to sell a business unless you have that recurring monthly income and it's very stable, because no one wants to buy a business that is unpredictable, that's unstable, that the money is up and down all the time and it can't be predicted. People don't want to buy that kind of business. People want to buy the kind of business that's just like every month they know there's a certain amount of money coming in and they can just like gradually increase that over time and increase the value of the business steadily, but surely. And so you need that recurring income there. And so the high ticket offer gives you the ability to scale the recurring income. So let's say, for example, that you have a $5,000 high ticket offer and you can find a way to systemize that so it can be more scalable. So it's not like requiring too much of your time and energy. So you find a way to systemize that high ticket offer so it doesn't take a lot out of you. And then you use that money that you're making from the high ticket offer to just reinvest all that money back into advertising. So you can get tons and tons of visibility for your business, tons and tons of leads in your business. And then those leads, the people who are not maybe a good fit for the high ticket offer or they can't afford the high ticket offer, those people are good, maybe a better fit for the recurring offer. So let's say you have a recurring monthly membership or something that's like $100 a month, let's say, or a software or something. It's $100 a month. Well, if you put, say, $5,000 into advertising and you only get, let's say, one person to buy your $5,000 service or your coaching or whatever it is, you only break even on that, right? You put $5,000 in, you get $5,000 back. So you're not making a profit on that, but that doesn't matter because with that $5,000, you're going to get a lot of leads. Maybe you only get a couple high ticket clients from that, but you're getting a lot of leads who are a good fit for your recurring monthly program, whatever that might be. And so you might get, like, let's say you only break even on the high ticket product, but you can get, let's say, 20 additional people into your $100 a month thing. So you invested $5,000, and let's say only $5,000 came back to you from the high ticket offer, but you got 20 people into a $100 monthly membership from that investment. And that's a very like reasonable, realistic expectation. If you invest $5,000 into ads, I would hope you could get at least 20 people into a $100 a month sort of thing. If you can't, then you probably need to improve your offer and your marketing, and you're probably not doing things in the best way. But that's besides the point. I just want you to see like the math here and how it works out. So if you have 20 people paying you $100 a month from that $5,000 investment, you now have $2,000 a month in recurring monthly income. And now all you have to do is just rinse and repeat that process. As soon as you get that high ticket client, that $5,000 comes in, you reinvest it, you break even at the very least. I mean, usually you'll do better than break even, but just say hypothetically, you put $5,000 in and you only get one $5,000 client back out of that. You break even on that, but then you get hundreds of leads, and then you can upsell at least 20 of those people into the $100 a month thing. And let's say you just did that every single month. That means your recurring monthly income, of course you have to account for churn and people canceling and stuff, but let's just keep this simple for now. In this hypothetical scenario, you're increasing your monthly recurring income by $2,000 every single month if you just keep rinsing and repeating this process and reinvesting the money that you make from your high ticket offer. So after month 1, you're making $2,000 a month. After month 2, you're making $4,000 a month. After month 3, you're making $6,000 a month. By 12 months in, you're making $24,000 a month from your $100 a month thing. Okay, and you can just, keep expanding this out, go 2 years out, 3 years out, and you can kind of see the potential with this and how this is a game changer. By thinking of your high ticket offer not as putting money in your pocket, but by thinking of your high ticket offer as that is the money you use to reinvest into your business, to scale your monthly recurring income. And again, monthly recurring income is important, not just for giving your business stability and giving you that predictable paycheck, but also it also makes your business sellable. So an average business, a typical like software business, for example, sells for approximately 5 to 10 times yearly earnings. So let's say you get your monthly recurring income up to $20,000 a month, which is very doable for most people. $20,000 a month, that's $240,000 a year. That's approximately $1 million in 4 years. So that would be like $2 million over 8 years. So the average business sells for between 5 and 10x. Let's say you can get just 4x. Let's say you're on the low end. You only get 4 times yearly earnings. That would mean a $20,000 a month business is worth $1 million approximately. You could reasonably expect to sell that kind of business for a minimum of $1 million if you do everything properly and you set the business up properly and you have everything in place that you need to be able to sell it. So a $20,000 a month business is worth between $1 million and $2 million. So if you ever wanted to sell that business in the future, you could reasonably expect to do that and have a pretty big payday. So that's another huge benefit of building that recurring monthly income. So this is maybe an oversimplified example, but this really is how it works. This is how some of the biggest companies scale their businesses. Usually they have like 1 or 2 offers on the front end. They have maybe like a $1,000 to $2,000 course, and then maybe they have like a high ticket coaching program or something also. And they use that money that they make from the course and the coaching program, they reinvest it into advertising, and then they sell those people into some monthly recurring offer on the back end. Whether the people buy the high ticket offer or not, they still send everybody into that recurring monthly program because that's where the long-term value really comes from. So if I had to start all over, what I would do is just keep it really simple like that. I would have one high ticket offer, some type of service or coaching that I can sell for like at least $1,500. I would get that to $10,000 a month, and then everything above $10,000 a month, I would start to reinvest into advertising, and then I would add on some type of recurring offer, some type of subscription offer that I could charge at least like $50 a month for. And then I would start sending people into that as well. And then I would just start using the money that I make from the high ticket offer, putting it back into advertising, and then scaling that monthly recurring income. So that's what I would do if I had to start all over. Not saying you have to do it that way, but I think that is a very efficient way to scale a business. Hope you found this valuable in some way, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.